Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope all you are fine. Okay, I'm Chemistry Valisha. This year I'm going to take one paper for you. Actually, for final year, it consists of only groups, no languages or any other subjects also. So each subject consists of two papers generally. Let us take example. For example, maths, if you have taken, you will be having two papers, and chemistry 2 papers, and also physics 2 papers. In the same way, CPZ also will be having chemistry 2 papers, botany 2 papers, zoology 2 papers. So here, coming to here, I am going to take for you paper 6, and Anjali ma'am is going to take for you paper 5. So you have to maintain one notes compulsory. Whatever notes I am giving, that will be generally I will be posting complete explanation and also material in the Google Classroom. Everyone check that Google Classroom. You will be getting to your mails whatever I am posting, that material you will be getting the mail. Okay, and next I am taking for a week 2 Zoom classes. Why? Because to check you all your notes, means who are attending my class and who are writing my notes, I'll be checking in a week 2 days. Means compulsory you have to maintain, and after completion of every unit you will be having the assignment also. All of you clear, I think. So let us see the syllabus final year of paper 6 chemistry. So in this syllabus generally we'll be having the question paper 75 marks. Means what? Each subject is divided into 5 units. So like in the same way we'll be having 5 units. That is, in the first unit consists of inorganic chemistry, and that is in unit 1 you will be having 2 lessons, that is reactivity of metal complexes and bioinorganic chemistry. From these 2 units you will be getting 20 marks. In this, each lesson consists of one short, one essay, one short and one essay. Total 20 marks you will be getting. And coming to physical chemistry, that is unit 2. So here also you will be getting 2 lessons, that is chemical kinetics 15 marks, photochemistry 15 marks. Means one short, one essay, one short, one essay. Coming to third unit, heterocyclic compounds. From this only one short and 2 essays you will be getting, that consists of 15 marks. And fourth unit you will be getting carbohydrates 20 marks. So means 2 shorts and 2 essays here. And unit 5 also 2 shorts and 2 essays. I have posted syllabus in the Google Classroom. Check it and write completely syllabus in the Google Classroom. Don't take any xeroxes, any printed materials. Whatever notes I am giving in the Google Classroom, write it in your notes only. After coming to college, I will be checking your notes, and also every week I will be checking your notes. So today I am going to start heterocyclic compounds unit 3. Why? Because in paper 5 you will be having coordination compounds. Without knowing the coordination compounds we can't enter into the first unit, inorganic chemistry. In coordination compounds you should know what is the definition of ligand, complexes, coordination number, crystal field theory. These all will be coming under the coordination chemistry. So that one will be taken by Anjali ma'am. After completion of Anjali ma'am, I will be saying the inorganic chemistry. And coming to second unit, this is a mathematical part. So I can't explain in Google Classroom or Zoom. Why? Because the people can't, only maths students can understand, CPG students cannot understand. So after coming to college, I'll be explaining the chemical kinetics and photochemistry. So that's why starting I'm explaining you organic chemistry. Directly I'm going to organic chemistry, heterocyclic compounds. Okay, have you cleared? I think Now coming to our topic, heterocyclic compounds. So what are the contents, means what are the topics we are going to discuss here means, first definition, nomenclature, classification, aromaticity, preparation and properties of furan, thiophene, pyrrole, and acidic and basic character of furan, thiophene and pyrrole. And here it consists of 6-membered ring as pyridine. It also consists of same properties like preparation, properties, aromaticity, acidic and basic character. So these are the things we are going to discuss here. So coming to pyridine, from pyridine one essay you will be getting, and furan, thiophene and pyrrole you will be in from this tree, any one of the essay you will be getting here. Okay, and short maybe it can get from this or from this. If you read completely this one, no need of reading, sorry, you will be getting one essay. If you read this one, you will be getting one essay or one short. Now let us enter into our topic, heterocyclic compounds. So as we are reading from intermediate onwards, organic chemistry, okay, so the organic chemistry is classified into different types, means different nomenclatures we will be having, that is alicyclic or aliphatic compounds, cyclic compounds, heterocyclic compounds, aromatic compounds, and also bicyclic compounds. Okay, so these are the things we are learning from organic chemistry. So I'm saying aliphatic means what here? Alkenes, alkenes, alkynes. That one we call it as aliphatic. And coming to here, this one is the aromatic, this one is the cyclic, and this is also a ring, this is also a ring. I'm saying, why can't we say this is also a cyclic ring? Yes or no? So what is the difference between aromatic and cyclic compounds? Why I'm saying this is an aromatic and this is an cyclic compounds? Because so in the lab when we go and when we heat these compounds, means organic compounds, means what will happen if you take a pinch of, let us take this is a benzene, okay, we don't know whether it is aromatic or aliphatic. So in spatula when we are taking a pinch of salt and when we are heating, it will give smoky flame, means what? It will give black color ash. That one means aromatic, that it consists of unsaturated compound. See here bonds is present because of the unsaturation, delocalization of electrons. We are saying this is an aromatic. Coming to here, this is cyclic. Okay, this is an aliphatic compound. Here no bonds are present. Okay, and it will not give any smoky flame, it will not give any black color ash. That's why we are saying this is an cyclic compound. Have you cleared, I think, the difference between aromatic and aliphatic? Then coming to heterocyclic compounds, what do you mean by heterocyclic compounds? Okay, so heterocyclic compounds is nothing but it consists of cyclic ring and heteroatoms, means oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. These are the heteroatoms, 3 heteroatoms. So heterocyclic compounds means what? The heterocyclic compounds consist of cyclic ring and also heteroatom with 5-membered or 6-membered rings. This is the definition of the heterocyclic compounds. Once again I am saying, see, heterocyclic compounds is nothing but what am I here? Heterocyclic compounds is nothing but it consists of cyclic ring and heteroatoms like oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, which containing 5-membered or 6-membered rings. We call it as heterocyclic compounds. This is the definition. Okay, generally these are highly unstable and it will show aromatic character. So how it will show aromatic character, I will be explaining you later. Now let us see the classification. Classification of heterocyclic compounds. So these are classified into three types. Heterocyclics are classified into three types. First one is 5-membered ring, and second one is 6-membered, and third one is fused or condensed. Fused or condensed rings. So 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. What are the examples here we are going to take? Means here I told you what are the heteroatoms: oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur is the heteroatom. So here the 5-membered ring examples will be furon, thiophene, pyrrole. Okay, these are the examples of the 5-membered. And coming to 6-membered, we will be having example pyridine. And coming to fused or condensed, we will be getting examples indole, quinoline, isoquinoline. So these are the examples of the condensed or fused rings. See what is the classification here. Once again I am saying it is divided into three types, that is 5-member, 6-member, fused or condensed. Coming to 5-member, what are the examples here we are taking? 5-member I am saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so here furon, thiophene, pyrrole. These three are the examples of the 5-membered ring. One heteroatom is also there. No, heteroatom is nothing but oxygen. Here we are considering oxygen as heteroatom. So wherever the atoms are present, the first position we are giving as these atoms. That's why here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 5-member, this is 5-member, this is 5-member. Coming to 6-member ring, it is same like what? It is same like the benzene ring, but here nitrogen atom is present. Okay, so this nitrogen atom consists of what? Pyridine. This is also 6-member ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 carbons and 1 heteroatom is there. So that's why 5 carbons and 1 heteroatom consists of 6-member, and 1 heteroatom and 4 carbons consists of 5-member. Coming to fused or condensed. Fused or condensed is nothing but what here? It consists of 2 or more rings. That one we call it as fused and also condensed. Coming to here, one benzene ring and one heteroatom with 5-member ring, we call it as indole. Okay, and 2 6-member rings gives quinoline, and this is isoquinoline. Why I said iso here? Here N is quinoline, but the position is changed. See here, because of the changing in position, we call it as iso. So let us take example CH3 CH3OH. Generally what we will be saying? 2-propanol. The name of this one is 2-propanol. Okay, so this is the general example. If I write CH3, light kavali, CH3 CH3. So here it consists of what? 3 carbons, and this is 1 carbon, total 4 carbons. So according to normal we will be writing 2-methyl, all are using single bonds, propane, yes or no? But coming to here, it is in second position, means at CH it is in second position. That's why we are saying as it is an isobutane.